Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Let's Play I'd like to call Wicked Willow with your host Fallenwolf. Oh! So for you people that don't know, Wicked Willow is a VN that if you couldn't tell already, is unlike most of the VNs I play on this channel, being in the sense of everybody is actually normal. I use that term very loosely, normal, as in the sense they are human. Well, you have the cute little cat down there, little precious cat, that's also the thumbnail if you couldn't tell. But, anyway. You're probably wondering, why did I decide to play this? Well, let me explain that. I decided to play this because, for one, trying to do some different games on this channel. I also try to step away from VNs, and I figured this is a good start to step away, because it's human. Secondly, this game was one of the few games that was on sale this... one of the few games that was on sale this month for Steam's Pride Month sale, which, to me, this year was actually severely lacking. If for people out there that don't know, even though it's been everywhere, June is considered Pride Month, which is a time for people from various points of the sexual spectrum to come together and celebrate their uniqueness and remind people that love is love, which, you know, is something we should be enforcing all year round. But this is a specifically important time of the year for that. With that being said, though, this was one of the games on sale. I am going to say now, the Steam sale this year for Pride Month, the Steam sale for Pride Month this year, if you are not interested in VNs, you are not going to really find anything you enjoy. Even me, I enjoy VNs to varying degrees. If you haven't checked my channel out, you should probably can tell that I really enjoy my visual novels, usually furry ones, but I'm trying to, I enjoy other visual novels that aren't furry as well. And there wasn't a lot on there that I really was interested in. But then I saw this. Now, there was a few reasons I was interested in this Wicked Willow, Wicked Willow. One is that the creator of this one is also the co-creator of a previous visual novel I played in my own private time about a year ago. I never played on this channel, and I'm not sure if I ever will. If people are interested enough, then I might, but the visual novel is called Pirate's Fate. Pirate's Fate is a pretty good visual novel, but it has a heavy focus on transformation, and I know for some people they're not interested in that, and even for me, while I enjoyed the visual novel, I did have some issues with it. But one of the special things about that visual novel was that it had voice acting. There was actually some lines that were voice acted, which is really rare for a visual novel, especially an indie visual novel, to have in it. But anyway, besides all that, this is Wicked Willow. To give a brief synopsis of what it is, you play as Willow. I can't remember her last name right now. You play as Willow. She is, I believe, 18, an 18-year-old girl in high school who is very rebellious, is atheist, very rebellious, and very angsty. And due to circumstances, discovers that she may be, in fact, a witch. So, interesting concept. Not a concept that hasn't been done before, but a concept that's interesting nonetheless. So I thought that I would give this a try since I really enjoyed Pirate's Fate, which is something, like I said, Pirate's Fate, which the creator's name is T.F. Wright. Which, they worked on another visual novel that I semi-enjoyed, so I figured I'd give this a shot. Now, for people that are curious, I will definitely post down below. You can check out the link if you were interested in giving this visual novel a try. So let's sit back and enjoy. You can access the progress map from the menu screen and restart your journey at any checkpoint you have unlocked.
All things truly wicked start from innocence.
Well, that's a good line.
Which author wrote those lines?
I have no idea.
Anyone? Anyone? All right, I guess I'll just call on someone randomly.
Don't you fucking dare.
Oh, the art looks really good for this so far.
Willow, how about you?
Oh boy.
Where's a good fire alarm when you need one? Or an air raid trail?
Ernest Hemingway?
I was hoping to hear from someone who hadn't spoken up in a while. But yes, that is correct. You see, Hemingway was making the point that...
Thanks, Avery. I owe you one. Why do I even bother to show up to this class anyway?
You've seen the Axeman killings on the news recently, right? So here's the type of question Hemingway was trying to provoke. Are men like the Axemen born wicked, or are they corrupted?
That is an interesting question. That basically a very deep dive into the age-old question of good and of evil, of the concept of the origin of evil.
We're all born bad, thanks to original sin, that is.
Ah, we have one of you. Okay.
But fortunately, through the atonement of our Lord and Savior...
Oh boy.
Ugh, I can't bear to listen to another one of Lydia's freaking sermons. I'd rather just look out the window and stare into space than look at her smug little grin.
Oh, the cat is so precious!
Is that a kitty outside? Aww, so cute.
That cat is adorable, and even though it has flame-colored eyes, it is adorable. Oh, I like the cat. It's so cute.
Where's that cat?
Oh boy.
That... what now?
Avery, how did you not see the adorable cat? Also, Avery looks very handsome. I'm not gonna lie. Avery looks very handsome.
You didn't see him? But he was so
cutesy?
Fuck no. I'm not a little kid.
Willow, you can admit that cat was cute. You don't have to be a little kid. I am a grown-up, and I will admit that cat was freaking adorable. It was so cute. Oh, I would adopt that cat. And I'm not even a cat person. I like dogs, but that's so freaking cute. Look at the cat. Look at it. Oh, it's so cute.
He was an interesting kitty.
Oh, she's blushing. Also, can I say, holy crap, the sprites for Willow's emotions are really good.
Unlike you, I was paying attention in class.
Avery, I was just starting to like you. Don't be that person.
Why bother? Oh, why is the Axeman evil? Was it Satan? Was it bad choices?
Oof.
Well, what do you think?
None of that. I mean, our society wants everyone to be a perfect little cog in the big machine, right? No wonder some people snap. Hell, the surprising thing is that more people don't.
Huh. Okay. Looks like Willow has some certain viewpoints on the concept of evil. Yeah, I could agree with that to an extent.
That's a pretty salient observation. Why not bring that up and...
Salient observation. What does that mean? See, and I should know this because I'm a writer, but it's probably a fancy word. Okay, I'm looking at salient now. Salient, here we go. Salient adjective. Most noticeable or important. Second term adjective is of an angle pointing outward. Okay, so basically a very noticeable or important observation. Again, I wish they would have just used that word, but you gotta be fancy. When you're a writer, you have to use fancy words at times. So, I guess that's what they were I guess that's what the writer, T.F. Wright, was going for.
What's the point?
Well, that's kind of a broad question.
If that kitty's not here, I guess he went into the forest. I'll have to go after him.
Why do you have to... Willow, are you sure that's a good idea?
Go on in there.
Oh,
You
gosh.
must have a death wish. Is that it?
Oh gosh, that voice. That's a really thick accent. Like very, very thick accent. Definitely Scottish. Also, the groundskeeper looks a little... I don't like how he looks.
What the fuck do you know about death wishes? It's a walk in the woods. What's the worst that could happen?
I know the Axeman dumped a few of his victims there.
Oh.
Isn't that right? He could be anywhere.
You know, I gotta pause for a minute. I'm calling it now. The groundskeeper is gonna probably be the Axeman, isn't he? Now, the reason I say this is because I'm going with the basic trope of usually in places like this, especially like the Japanese horror games, usually it always ends up being the groundskeeper. or a teacher. I don't think it's the teacher, though. Because the teacher that we just dealt with didn't even have a sprite. The groundskeeper has a sprite. I'm calling it now. If I am right, people have to give me $5, donate $5 with PayPal. I'm calling it now. The groundskeeper is the Axeman. I'm calling it now.
These woods are huge. Even if he's out there right now, the odds of me bumping into him are...
But why take the risk?
Yes, why take the risk? I mean, cats are cute and all, but, like, there's... You know how many probably stray cats and kittens and dogs there are? Like, probably not a good idea.
What do you two want me to do, then? Just live my whole life feeling afraid?
Willow, nobody said that.
Not take any chances? Because I might drop dead at any moment?
Willow's that person.
How the fuck am I supposed to get out of bed in the morning when a meteor could crash into my front door?
There's that rebellious streak I was talking about. I see it now already. We just started.
How am I supposed to cross the street when...
Oh.
Well, if that's how you feel about it, then there's nothing I can say. Hey?
Groundskeeper, I love the groundskeeper like nonchalantness about it. He's like trying to save her life. He's like, well, he's like, if you're determined to go in there and possibly die from a serial killer in town, then you know what can I do about it? Have fun.
Willow,
And he
do
just
you
left.
want to talk about...
He just left. He just walks away.
No.
I just thought, you know, if you don't feel comfortable talking to me, there are people who you could, you know...
Oh, I also forgot to mention, I don't know why I forgot this. I think it is important for later on, for certain topics and themes that are discussed in this VN. This VN takes place in the 90s. I don't remember the exact year, but this VN does take place in the 90s. Oh, also, this is a, I'm going to tell you now, this is a, from what I've seen description, this is a Yuri visual novel. Yuri stands for girls love. Yaoi, like, you know, we have a lot of yaoi furry visual novels and just visual novels in general, which is boys love. This is girls love. So, sorry to the people that are expecting there to be a romance option for Avery. There is no romance option for Avery. It is all girls. Other various girls.
I don't want to think about it, and I don't want to talk about it. Okay?
But, Willow, you can't just be numb all the time.
Yeah, that's not a good way to live. Trust me, trust me, I know.
Why the fuck not?
Because that's how you lose friendships that you still have, and that's also causes a lot of severe self-esteem issues. And it also causes you to struggle to make lasting relationships. There's a pretty big list of why you don't keep yourself numb all the time.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
Aw, Avery's trying to help. I feel bad.
You know, I'm happy to help anytime,
Yep.
Willow.
Aw.
You did seem a little more distracted than usual today. Actually, you still seem distracted.
Aw.
I wasn't distracted. I was totally focused on looking out the window.
Okay.
How could you have missed that cat?
I have to agree, that cat was very noticeable. I mean, the eyes were like flame eyes. They looked really, but it still had a cute face.
Why is he so interesting to you again?
That's a good question.
Because he looks just like the kitty I used to have as a kid.
Oh, that's so sad. That's why. It's a reminder of her childhood. I don't know Willow's character enough, but I'm getting the feeling that she lost somebody close to her recently.
But I'd rather not go there.
Oh.
Can't I just be a person who likes cute cats?
I thought you said liking the cat for being cute made you a little kid.
Whatever. Oh, there he is!
Oh, there he is!
Come here, you.
He has a sprite.
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Oh. Okay.
Where is the little guy?
That was interesting. Kind of like a little animation, not like... That's... Wasn't expecting that. Good job, team who made this. Also, this forest looks... Yeah, this forest does not look safe at all, Willow. Are you sure you should be here? This does not... Oh boy, something's gonna happen to us, isn't there? Or something's gonna happen to Willow, let me rephrase that.
What's that sound?
I told you not to come here.
That's the groundskeeper voice. Oh boy. He's the Axeman, isn't he? I knew it. I was like, the groundskeeper is the Axeman or is somebody very dubious. And Boom. Watch. Let's see. Let's see.
I said the Axeman could be anywhere, didn't I?
Oh, boy.
Why
Yep!
didn't you
I
listen?
knew it! I knew it! Yep. Well, we're dead. Well, Willow, you're dead. I'm sorry. Oh! Wow. Okay. Wasn't expecting that.
Nice one. Very nice.
And I'm not expecting that voice. That was the cat. Why does the cat have a Aussie accent?
Hello? Who's there?
That's the cat, isn't it?
Hello, hello.
Hello. Okay, that wasn't Australian at all. Hello. Okay, I'm probably messing up the accent, so we're gonna forget that I tried to do the accent. I'm still working on my accents, people. Give me credit. I'm still working on them. Roman's Christmas, I'm still the only character so far I've really had to try to push an accent for in voice acting is Landis from Roman's Christmas, which if you haven't checked out, you really should check out. Roman's Christmas is a very fun detective furry game. I love it.
You can talk?
And you can crush people to death with trees.
Which, the irony is not lost on me. The Axeman got killed by a falling tree. Oh, the irony. And life is full of irony. Oh, the irony.
I didn't do that.
I'm pretty sure you did, Willow.
You sure did, mate.
Might.
Hey, where are you going?
Willow, you should probably run. You just murdered a man. Yes, it was a self-defense, but you murdered a man.
So the tree just fell? Just at the right moment?
Avery, how did you not hear the tree? You didn't... I'm sorry, but if a tree fell, I'm pretty sure I would hear it if I was that close to it. Not only that, I'm sure Willow probably screamed as she was about to die. She thought she was going to die. Avery, I love you, but man, you gotta do better with your, might want to get your ears checked.
I don't have a fucking clue what happened back there.
I just can't believe it. Willow, the groundskeeper, was the Axeman. I was standing right next to him.
Yeah, that's really terrifying when you think about it. It's like, oh, like, I didn't even know that guy was a serial killer.
Talk about irony, right? I mean, I survived an encounter with a fucking serial killer while my...
Oh. Why do I get the feeling either both or one of her parents ended up dying in some kind of accident or something?
Never mind. I think you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, Willow. I get it. All this because you were chasing that cat?
I never want to see that cat again as long as I live.
You mean that cat over there?
Yeah.
Oh, that cat's so...
That's the crazy cat.
That cat is so smug, too.
Meow.
Oh, no. Oh, that freaking... Meow.
What was so crazy about him again?
Besides the fact that he can talk, the fact that he talks with an Aussie accent, funnily enough.
How am I going to explain this to him without sounding like a total nutcase? Oh, fuck. How do I know I'm not a total nutcase? I mean, it was pretty traumatic. Maybe I was just hallucinating or something. Nothing.
Willow, there is clearly something bothering you.
Aww.
Nobody would think less of you if you wanted to take some time, maybe see...
Hey, it's not a big deal, okay? I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. It doesn't mean anything.
If you say so,
Aw.
Willow, just know that I care about... Yeah, you get it.
Aw, Avery is so sweet.
Oh, I thought that little know-it-all would never leave us alone.
Oh, gosh.
Hello? Who's there?
Who do you think, numbskull?
The cat! You really can talk!
We're doing this again. How much have I got to say before you believe your own ears?
Avery! Avery! Come back!
Oh, jeez.
What do you need him for? He ain't got the gift.
Is Avery gonna actually come back this time? Because, I mean, he didn't come back the first time.
What is it,
Oh,
Willow?
he did come back! Avery, okay. He heard that, though. Oh, Avery's such a good friend.
I've got to make sure I'm not tripping.
tripping? What do you mean?
Avery, what are you talking about? You don't know modern slang? Tripping? Stepping on my shoes? What else? What other ways? Throwing her groove off? It's like, dude, you threw off her groove. Come on now. This is the 90s. You know, cowabunga, tubular, righteous, rad. We've got so many terms. So many terms to make all the modern kids cringe. Back in my day, things weren't swag and YOLO. It was rad, tubular, and gnarly, bro. Gnarly, bro.
You're not using again, are you?
I probably just made a whole bunch of people just leave. Like, I can imagine right now, like, there's people literally watching this video, and I just started talking, and they're like, nope, I gotta go. I'm out of here.
No. At least, I sure hope not.
Aww.
I swear, just now. Say something, kitty.
Oh, gosh.
Meow.
Oh, this freaking smug cat.
Can you imagine if I just sat there and said nothing? I bet I could really get you to believe you were losing your marbles. Nah, I won't mess with you that bad.
That voice! Did you hear it?
Hear what?
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. I really am nuts.
No, you're not.
Oh, no. She's freaking out.
No, Willow, you're not nuts. It's normal after a stressful situation to hear whatever it is you heard.
Oh, no.
Are you sure that...
It was just a joke. I'm fine. What am I supposed to say? I'm seeing things, hearing voices. They'll lock me up and throw away the key.
Oh. It's not a very nice thing to say, but reminder that this takes place in the 90s, and I am not entirely sure how mental health was viewed at that time. But even nowadays, while it's viewed as much better than it used to be, it is still not looked upon the most favorably. So she probably is not entirely wrong.
Let me walk you home.
No! I mean, I just need some alone time, okay?
Well, if you change your mind...
Okay, what the hell is going on?
You've got a gift, my friend.
The cat's her familiar, isn't it? Or it is maybe not her familiar, but a familiar. If you don't know what familiar is, it's basically a magic. For the brief and the simplest of terms, is basically a magical partner. Usually a magical partner that appears in the form of some kind of animal, or you know, some kind of animal or mythological creature. Cats are very popular familiars for witches, as well as owls, and actually, that's the trope in witches is usually it. It's usually bats. I think bats too. Usually bats, cats, and owls.
You called that an explanation?
You've got a lot of questions. I know a place where you can find the answers.
The nut house? Yeah, right.
That Willow, stop. That's not nice. The nut house. That's not nice.
I think my best bet is just to pretend I can't hear you.
I don't know if that's the best. I don't know if that's the best advice.
Don't believe me? That's fine. Let's go get a newspaper.
Is there a headline that reads "Talking Cat Invented" or something?
Nope. I'm not on the front page, love. You are.
Shh. Also, you could probably hear some sounds outside my door. I apologize. They're mowing the lawn and the complex. Axeman finally felled. We're safe again. We're safe again. The serial killer known popularly as the Axeman has died earlier this afternoon by a fortuitous accident. a tree toppled onto and crushed the notorious murderer. This reporter hopes the Axeman was able to appreciate the ironic nature of his manner of death before he succumbed to his injuries. Local resident Willow, continued on A4, ORW Corp buys local bank. ORW Corporation has announced it is purchasing the Hayward Bank, a local institution since 1929. The move follows a series of other mergers and acquisitions by ORW over the past few months, as a multinational group expands its holdings in the retail banking sector. That's a big, that's a monopoly, and that's frightening, and that's a little terrifying. When a corporation buys a bank, that's always buys a corporation, a banking institution. That's a little worrisome. 1993, this is what it takes place in, by the way. I just look at the top. That's the local news since 1921, May 2nd, 1993, 25 cents. I don't know how much newspapers cost. I've never bought a newspaper because I have something called the internet. We have the internet where I can look up all the news I need to look up without ever buying a newspaper. The Daily Times. Also, how did they get this picture? And secondly, how did they know Willow was there? I am very curious because it just happened.
And you think I somehow caused that tree to fall on him at just the right moment?
Now you're getting it. Let's go and see Tanya. She'll fill you in with the rest of the details.
Also, this city looks beautiful. The city gives me... Actually, the city doesn't even look like an American city. It gives me a city center vibe, but it's like, looks more European. I wonder if there was European inspiration for the architecture, because it looks very beautiful.
Who's Tanya? Actually, you know what? I don't want to know. I can't go along with any more of this insanity. I'm just going to go get a soy latte.
A soy latte? Did they exist in 1993? And also, 1993 is a year before I was born. I was born in 1994. I'm
Is
old.
that right?
Yes. What would you rather I do? Go back to the clinic? Tell them I'm hearing voices in my head?
You want to go to the coffee shop? Fine with me. Mind if I tag along, love?
I can't exactly stop you, can I? I don't see any trees around here to topple on you.
That's kind of very soon to make a joke like that. 'Cause, I mean, again, it was self-defense, but you just killed a man. Like, I would be a little more traumatized, regardless if it's self-defense or I killed an evil person. I'd still be like, oh my gosh, I just killed a person. Okay.
Here we are. Exactly where I thought we'd be.
Yeah, duh.
We really do have the gift.
What gift?
I keep telling you, you got to go see Tanya.
Tanya. Yeah. He's like, oh, keep telling you, you got to go see Tanya.
What are you? Her little errand boy?
Errand boy. Yeah, I wish. Be a big upgrade from errand cat, wouldn't you say?
No, really. What's it to you if I see her or not?
She promised to help me with, something. If I bring you.
Let me guess. I'm going to go the Sabrina the Teenage Witch route, and I'm going to say that she promised to turn you back into a human if you help. That somehow you used to be a human, a warlock even, and that somehow you ended up being cursed into the form of a cat. And that Tanya promised you that if you help her, she would reverse the curse on you. Am I close? And if I'm right, I'm going to be very, very disappointed in the trope.
Help you with something? That seems a little vague.
What? Do I have to tell you every little thing?
Every little thing? You've basically told me squat. Oh, let me guess. You were once a scoundrel of a man. Tanya turned you into a cat.
Oh boy.
And she'll turn you back into a human if you help her with enough favors and learn some moral lesson.
Alright, game. Okay, hold up. I was joking. You're really going... Please tell me that's not actually what is going on.
Whoa! Tanya said you'd be powerful, but she didn't tell me you could read minds.
The tropes are so real in this VN. How did I know? How did I know the trope was gonna come out? We're really using Sabrina the Teenage Witch as our basis for this. Okay, fine. I'm with it. Let's go with it. Let's just go with it, though.
That That was a fucking joke.
That was a joke. That's what I said. That's what I said. Willow, stop taking my words. Did I write this game? TF Wright, have you been recording? TF Wright, have you been recording me? Have you been recording things I've been saying? Because it's starting to feel like that's literally what I just said.
That was just a mashup of every dumb fairy tale cliche.
Willow, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to hit all the people in this VN. I'm going to go through the VN and somehow transport myself into the amazing world that is a bunch of computer code and files. Go into this world and slap everybody across the face and say, stop it. Stop it.
You're really in a good mood today, aren't you?
Yeah, she seems like it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is nearly getting murdered supposed to put me in a good mood?
I mean, probably not.
I've already told you I don't want any part of this. I just want to move on with my life. Tell Tanya I'm busy today, okay?
You can tell her yourself. You're only a few feet away from her door.
Oh.
It's right over there. You see?
The supply closet.
Just walk inside. Hey, you want me to go away? This is your only option.
You mean, if I do this, you promise to leave me alone?
Probably not.
You'll let me get back to my life?
Course.
That didn't sound very convincing.
Fine. Whatever.
That cat didn't sound very convincing when he agreed with her. Or promised. Oh!
Oh my god.
Hello there.
Oh my god, it's real! Either that or I really am.
Oh no.
No, no, no. Not gonna go there. It's real. I don't know how, but it's real, damn it.
Look at the broomsticks and all the various potions. We've got numerous crystals and gems. We've even got tomes. Oh, this is my heaven right here. Oh, I would kill for this.
Willow, it is good to see you.
Do I know you?
Did you bring the paper?
Or she's got a Slovakia accent. Did you bring the paper? It's Russian, almost Slovakian.
Yeah, here it is.
I like it.
Don't get me wrong, this is like the coolest shop ever. But how can this place be like...
Shh. You're like, shh. You ask too many questions. You ask too many questions.
Oh.
Just pay attention, Willow. Okay, this is awkward. Very, very awkward.
Good job, darling.
Thanks. I guess? For what?
Willow, you know what you did.
But, I didn't. The tree just fell on its own.
Oh, young one. You're here, aren't you? What more proof do you need that you have the gift?
You people keep saying that. What kind of gift?
Unlike others who can only sit and daydream, you can manifest your imagination.
So... telekinesis to an extent? Or mind magic, I guess you would call it? Projection. That's the term, right? Projection, basically, when, like, you can imagine something in your mind and you can manifest it into reality. So, like, mind projection, which is kind of like a subset of reality warping, to an extent.
You can literally bring your thoughts to life. That's how you made the tree fall.
Mental projection.
I made the tree fall by thinking? That doesn't even make any sense.
Why not?
Because, well, what about science and stuff?
Science and stuff.
The laws of physics?
I love that. She's like, well, what about science and stuff? The laws of physics?
A common fallacy. The laws of physics are descriptive, not prescriptive. Science and supernatural are not mutually exclusive.
I sure as hell hope she explains that one.
Okay.
To put it in layman's terms, yes, magic is real.
Magic is real.
No shit.
I mean, Willow, this shouldn't surprise you. I mean, we just witnessed a talking cat, a tree falling by itself, killing a man, a supposedly tiny room being opened to reveal a ginormous shop/home.
This is way too good to be true.
Yeah.
Those with this gift have always existed. There have been many names.
Like witches.
The one I assume you are most familiar with is
Witch.
Witch.
Yep.
Hold up. Witches. Witches as in fairy tales?
Trust me, Willow. Being one is no fairy tale.
Are we like good witches? Or are we...
If they call me wicked for following my heart, then so be it.
That is a good line. I actually really like that line. That sounds like a legitimately good line. If they call me wicked for following my heart, then so be it. Okay, that's...
We have a duty to use our power as we see fit.
So... basically... good or evil depends on the person.
Power? What powers do I have?
Willow, have you been listening? She just said mental projection, essentially.
Aside from finding my shop and hearing shadows speak,
Mental projection.
today you killed the man.
That's not completely untrue, but that's a very blunt way of saying it.
But
I know. You didn't mean to. It was a reflex. But, Willow, if you could do that without even thinking, just imagine what you are capable of if you learn to harness that power consciously. And I'll be there to show you the path to your greatness.
I like to walk my own path. Thanks.
So guidance is of no value to you?
Why do you want to help me? What do you get out of it?
Why shouldn't I desire a disciple?
I mean, you could. It's just... seems like there's gotta be more to it than that.
I'm sure there is.
There is indeed.
Yep, there we go.
Oh, let me guess. All mysteries will be revealed at a later time.
In a literal sense, that is true. However, it would be more accurate to say that all mysteries will be revealed through trial and error.
Sure, whatever. So, how do these powers even work?
It is difficult to explain, as well as quite time-consuming. Join me for a cup of tea, won't you?
Man, this tea is hella nasty.
Was that a word in the 90s? Hella? Maybe it was. I was born in the 90s. Doesn't mean I know everything. Hella nasty. Like, okay. I'm gonna start using 90s lingo.
A witch's power comes from manifesting her desires. Although the manifestation can express itself differently in different witches. Try imagining something you want. I can tell you didn't like my tea.
Hey, have you had that stuff? It's freaking foul.
Then transmute it into anything you desire.
Transmutation.
You mean like a Coke or something? Go tea! Turn into soda! Nothing's happening.
Magic cannot and should not be used on a whim, Willow. Try imagining something you really want.
Try this, Willow.
Wow.
Oh, that looks good.
Fucking wow. This says...
A blue Hawaiian.
Oh, that looks good.
I did that? I can do anything?
No, Willow. Tanya didn't say that. Tanya didn't say that you could do anything. She said, you have mental projection, but the time and skill will decide what you can do.
No, Willow. Not anything. Taste it.
This tastes fucking gross. That's worse than the tea.
There's always a price to be paid when you use magic, Willow. The more powerful the magic, the greater the cost. Therefore, you must take care not to use your powers for trivial matters, only in dire circumstances, and only for a higher purpose.
Higher purpose? No such thing.
All right, Willow. I'm guessing Willow is an atheist, which is fine. I mean, everybody has the right to their beliefs, but I don't know if I feel like you could really be an atheist when you've just witnessed fucking magic. Like, agnostic is one thing, but being outright atheist, like, it's like, Willow, you've just seen magic. Does that not make you believe that there is, even if you don't believe that there is a god per se, it's some kind of higher powers than what you've seen thus far? At least for me, that's how I would react.
I don't believe in that crap. I'm an
And
atheist.
she just said, oh, okay. Again, magic powers, potions, transforming drinks into different drinks. I don't know if I could be an atheist at that point, but Willow is allowed to believe how she wants to believe.
Religion is just a crutch for people who can't handle pain.
Oof. All right. I don't know if I'd go that far. Me personally, I would consider myself agnostic, but I don't have anything wrong with people who have their religious beliefs as long as they don't interfere with other people's beliefs. So, Willow, if that's what you want to believe.
And have you had much pain in your life, Willow?
That seems like a personal question.
Indeed.
I'd rather not talk about it.
If you say so, Willow. Come back tomorrow. We're done for the day.
So, what do you think of Tanya?
To be honest, kinda lame. Higher purpose. Don't use my power for trivial matters.
And that's bad advice?
What right does she have to tell me what to do?
Okay, Willow's starting to get on her high horse already. She's like, I just found out I'm a witch. She's like, I can use my powers for whatever I want to, because, heaven, I would say God, but she's atheist. Heaven forbid that I use my powers to help other people.
If I say let's take a swim in Blue Hawaiian, then that's what's gonna happen.
Okay, Willow, you're kind of being a little unreasonable right now. Oh no. Did she turn Did she turn that cute cat into a freaking drink?
Shadow, where'd you go?
Oh no! Willow, this is why you needed to practice. This is why she said don't use your powers on a whim. Oh!
Shadow! Wait. What's that there in the glass?
Oh no!
Oh God!
Oh.
No! I didn't mean it! He's dead? Because of me? Give me a second chance. Please.
Well, what the?
What? I'm back in the shop? Did I turn back time or something?
Or something. It was the tea. A special mixture. I wanted to give you a taste of what magic is like.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. You knew what happened?
It was a dream. Hallucination, if you prefer. I had to find a way to reach you.
You had me hallucinate killing Shadow just to teach me a lesson?
I mean, she kind of wasn't in the wrong for doing that. You see what you did.
You are not receptive to mentorship, to put it mildly. This was the only way.
But why'd you think of a scenario so sick and twisted?
I didn't. It wasn't my idea.
Then whose was it?
When the time is right, you will know who.
Don't give me that. Yes, you can say. You just don't want to.
The deception was not born of a capricious whim, Willow. I did it for your own good. Would you rather have had that little scenario play out in real life?
Of course not.
I merely wanted to instruct you that magic is not free, Willow. The scales of karma must always be balanced. The larger the effect, the heavier the scales might be tilted.
Okay, so what I get from that line is that basically if we do something good, something evil will take place later on and vice versa. And the greater the effect the greater the effect is, the stronger the effect will be on the opposite end later. Ooh. And I bet you that's going to have a big thing to do with choices we have to make later in the game, isn't it?
What about what happened in the forest? Didn't seem like there was a price for using my powers then.
That's also true.
There was. The Axemen paid it.
Ah, okay.
Killing an evil serial killer? Didn't he deserve to die?
Did he, Willow?
Ooh, Tanya coming in with the philosophical questions. Okay. I give her props for doing that. Okay. All right.
I mean, our society wants everyone to be a perfect little cog in the big machine, right? No wonder some people snap. Hell, the surprising thing is that more people don't.
Ooh.
Spying on me? You got a crystal ball or something?
I have my way of knowing things.
So, I should just never use magic ever?
Well, she never said that. She just said you have to use it wisely.
The only price heavier than power is that of inaction. If you fail to use your powers when a situation calls for them.
So, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't?
But, of course, Willow.
A no-win situation. That's just fucking great.
Not quite. But it will be a challenge. According to this paper you brought me, this bank was bought by O.R.W. Corp. I need to know more.
Sorry, but corporate finance is not exactly my strong suit.
O.R.W. doesn't do things without reason, or without malice.
Wait. So, we're freaking witches, and we're gonna use our powers to fight Are we gonna be using our powers to not fight supernatural can't find the word today. Supernatural entities? Are we in fact using our powers to, all intents and purposes, protest corporate government? Or corporate government. Protest corporate powers?
They could be conspiring to violate mortgage finance laws.
Wait, what? This is so weird. I thought we were gonna be fighting magical entities and creatures, not becoming activists.
Well, newsflash, I'm not an auditor. I missed the part where this is my problem.
It's not your problem, it's your opportunity.
Okay, this is a little different.
Opportunity for what?
I was not expecting this.
Just imagine those bankers sitting in their corporate boardroom, drinking champagne, celebrating the fact that everyone was too stupid to catch them in the act. Will you let them be right? Willow, now is your chance to show these capitalist scum, as you once put it, what you are capable of.
So we're fighting big corporate. Okay. Wasn't what I would expect in a visual novel based on magic and witches, but okay.
Ugh, screw those gritty banksters. If they're so bad, let's just burn it to the ground.
All right, Willow, go a little far.
I admire your enthusiasm.
That's a little far.
But you can't let it get the best of you.
That wouldn't really solve anything.
All I want is information. Why they were of interest to ORW, What is their plan? Do you understand?
Wait a minute. I think I do understand. I know exactly what she's trying to do here. I knew there was something more to it.
More to what?
You wanting to have a disciple. Your real goal is to have me do all this Robin Hood shit, isn't it?
I suppose that is one perspective on it.
Here's what I don't get, though. If you want me to play Robin Hood, why'd you call us wicked witches? Isn't Robin Hood the good guy?
You know, Robin Hood was the good guy because his side won. If Prince John emerged victorious, Robin Hood would have been depicted as a thug, a traitor, a terrorist.
That is exactly correct. And it's so funny because I just had this conversation with the last stream I did. What was the last stream I did? No, or was it before that? Was it Roman's Christmas? Might have been before that. No, it was the last live action I did. And I can't remember. Oh, no. It was Minotaur Hotel. That's what it was. I couldn't remember for the life of me, but now I remember. History... Here we go. History is written by the victors. History is written by the victors, plain and simple. So she's not wrong in this sense.
Everything is a matter of perspective.
Yes, it's a big one.
And that means no matter who we are or what we do, some will always see us as wicked. Do you understand, Willow?
I guess so.
Okay.
For your own sake, Willow, I cannot reveal the entire story to you just yet. I know I haven't given you much cause to trust me.
Yeah, understatement of the century.
Although I'm quite fond of your company, Willow. We cannot afford to wait around here forever. Time is of the essence.
Hey, I can wait as long as I want. Unless you've got the power to just straight up puppet me. But I'm guessing you can't do that, right? Because you already would have. What?
Shadow informed me, in a matter of speaking, that you would be reluctant. He said you had some kind of trauma that might cloud your judgment.
He told you that? Well, I don't know how he found out, but it's none of his business. Or yours.
Tell me, darling. You'll feel much better when you get it off your chest.
I don't even want to talk to my best friend. You think I want to spill my guts to a total fucking stranger?
Precisely. If I was someone you cared about, you would never allow yourself to be vulnerable.
That's a weird logic to look at it with, but I'll bite.
But since you don't know me, since you don't care about me, I am the perfect receptacle for your grief.
Interesting way to look at it again.
You never give up, do you?
Truer words were never spoken, Willow.
You want the story? Fine. When I was 13, my mom was diagnosed with cancer. The doctors said it was terminal. But my parents didn't quit. They went to the ends of the earth, looking into alternative treatments. You know, like all this hippie stuff you got in your store here.
You think this is all hippie stuff? Never mind. Please, continue.
Even when things were bad, my mom and dad still scrimped and saved. I told them to enjoy the little time they had left. But Mom said she was sure she was gonna kick this thing. So they kept saving for that trip to Hawaii they'd always wanted to take. And guess what? Mom was right. The cancer went into remission. And after so many long, sad years, my poor parents finally saved up enough money to go to Hawaii for their 20th anniversary a few months ago.
And?
Oh no.
And what?
That is not the end of the story.
Well, how do you know? If you've already used your crystal ball, you don't need me to tell you the rest, right?
Even a woman without a crystal ball would be able to tell that you left out the end, Willow.
They were both killed by a drunk driver.
Wow,
Wait, the
no. That was only a few months ago. She just said that. Wow. That's so morbid. That's horrible. That is so horrible. Your mother lived through cancer only to die in a car accident. And both of them. It wasn't even just her one. Her mother was the one that had cancer. So like, oh man, that's wow. No wonder why she's so pissed off all the time
Willow.
and upset.
Shut up. I don't want your pity and I don't want your sympathy. People act like somehow they can make me feel better about it by being nice to me. And then they get all bent out of shape when it doesn't work. It's hella lame.
Hella lame.
I understand.
No, you don't. How could you? The last time
You
I
don't
talked
know.
about this, the person I was talking to thought I was suicidal. They made a call.
Willow, you don't know what Tanya has been through. Maybe she lost her parents too, or somebody very close to her.
I was stuck in a
Ooh.
psych ward for 72 hours. After that, I decided I didn't want to talk about it anymore.
That's awful. Wow.
I thank you for placing your trust in me, Willow. Do you feel better?
Well, I don't see how I could feel any worse.
That is a start. May fortune favor you on your mission.
Wow.
Thanks. Not just for saying that. Thanks for, you know.
You mean for the tea?
No, I mean, yeah, but I meant for getting me to talk. It's been so long that.
No need to further explain, Willow. I understand.
Yeah. Good. Well, that was a fucking ordeal.
I think I'm gonna stop here. We've been going on. It's almost an hour. I've been recording for. I'm gonna stop here. I think that's a good point to stop. Wow, no wonder she's so angsty and rebellious. Oh, that is awful. And that was only a few months ago, she said. Well, I'm really enjoying this VN. Like I said, I definitely plan on continuing to play through this. Some really interesting philosophical questions brought up already, and I'm very curious to see how that affects later on in the game, because obviously this VN does have choices and has alternate paths and alternate endings, and I'm curious to see what happens, because basically the way it's said, if we do something good, first of all, we're not supposed to use our powers on a whim, and secondly, it seems like every choice we make will have a repercussion later on, no matter what the choice is. So I'm curious to see how that's going to take effect with this VN. But I really like this so far. I'm really excited to keep going with this. And it's going to be really interesting to see where the storyline goes. Because right now it seems like our enemy's big bad corporate. Big bad corporation. And I'm like, I wasn't expecting that for a VN about witches. I'm thinking like, oh, like, yeah, it's a modern fantasy, but you're going to be dealing with like, you know, you're going to be dealing with like mythical creatures and stuff hidden in plain sight. So, I should probably definitely save first. That probably would help. Definitely going to keep going with this. I'll try to get a video out when I can. Once again, I do apologize for the lack of videos lately. I'm trying to get my best to get videos out, but it's, you know, it's hard when working full time. But with that being said, though, if you really enjoyed this game, once again, it is currently on sale for $9.99, as well as the creator, TF Wright's other visual novel, Pirate's Fate, which they were co-creator of for that as well. That's also on sale for $9.99. I would give them a try if you really enjoy If you really enjoy what you've seen so far, feel free to help support them. I don't know if they're working on another VN, but I do know one of the co-creators of Pirate's Fate is currently still working on their own VN as well. So I'm excited to see where things go, and hopefully everybody else will enjoy this series and will continue to watch it. But with that being said, though, this has been Fallenwolf. If you like what you see, don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe to the channel for more lovely content such as this. But with that being said, though, I will see everyone later. Take care. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.